Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your soulmate tarot card reading. So today I'll be using these cards, the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine. And then towards the end of the video, I will be using these Heal Yourself reading cards by Segal. Don't know if that's how you pronounce the name, but I've been butchering it most likely in every video. But without further ado, I'll just get straight to it. So this first card I pick for you, Sag, will be representative of who's coming into your life. The soulmate that you can expect within the next few weeks or even months if you are open and willing to receive them and if you are consciously attracting them. You'll be able to tell within the first few cards if this reading resonates with you, and if not, that's completely okay, because I'll have more videos in the future. Okay, so Sag, we have coming in for you the Chariot as the card that represents your soulmate. So this person is very ambitious. They love making achievements. They love achieving things. They've made a lot of important achievements in their life, and they have a lot of self-discipline and willpower, and they are probably being publicly recognized for it, and if not, they soon will be. They definitely have that momentum going for them. So this next card I pick for you, Sag, will be showing us what their vocation is, what they are doing. And look at that, we have 8 of Earth. Now, I usually don't tell this, but Sag, I've actually have recorded this video before, and I only went about 4 cards in, and I'm getting chills because these 2 cards showed up in your last reading, so it's definitely meant to be. I definitely shuffled this deck so many times. It's definitely meant to be. I'm re-recording this because we were having a lot of camera difficulties, a lot of noise difficulties, people coming in and out. There's construction outside of my house, and so I was waiting for a time for it to be more quiet, and lo and behold, these 2 cards are showing up again. So this is definitely synchronorities, I don't know how you say it, but definitely meant to be. So 8 of Earth for their vocation, or what they do for a living. Again, it says skilled work is rewarded. So this person is very serious about whatever it is that they're doing. They're learning all they need to know about a topic. They're doing all their research. They're becoming masters at whatever craft they're doing. And this could also suggest going back to school or just really studying and honing in on whatever it is they're doing. So it could be very well that whatever it is that they are doing, whatever career path they're taking, I doubt they're doing something that is 9 to 5, but if they are, that's completely okay and fine. But for me, it feels something more self-developmental, something more along the lines of self. Oops. I already said that, just in a different way. But so, for example, if they were a dancer, it feels like they're really becoming a master at that craft. Or if they were an entrepreneur and had online businesses, it feels like they're really honing in all their knowledge about it and really becoming profitable. So whatever it is they're doing, they're learning to a T, and they are doing it so greatly, so powerfully, that they are getting rewarded for it big time. Okay, so we have 2 more cards that came through here. So this card, number 3, we have the Dreamer, and it shows their best characteristics. So Sag, this person coming into you is someone who follows their dreams, someone who takes leaps of faith, someone who always has unexpected opportunity. Opportunity seems to be coming to them at every corner. And didn't I just say that they're probably not in a 9-to-5 job? Because who really dreams about working a desk job? So this person is definitely probably following their dreams. The Earth, every time I see Earth in the vocation slot, I always think very entrepreneurial, very big businessy type person. This doesn't necessarily mean that they're into business, but definitely that entrepreneur mindset, sorry. And yeah, that goes so well with the Dreamer and the Chariot. I mean, this person is obviously just doing everything they can to follow their dreams. The Chariot signifies willpower, movement, so they're definitely doing everything they can to follow their dreams. I just said that. Sorry. But anyone who does that is an entrepreneur. Anyone who is dead set on following their dreams and doing things out of the norm, those are entrepreneurs. And so in this 4th spot here, we have their flaws. And we have the Star. So Sag, this person could very well love being the star of the show, okay? They might be in a creative or artistic path, a very career. They may be in theater or, whatnot. And they might just love being like the star of the show. And this person could also just be too inclined to looking at the positive, too happy all the time, too optimistic, that, they're not really about looking into deeper things. They're not really, they don't really have time to be sad or to be upset over things or to be angry, which is definitely not a bad thing, but it could be a flaw for some people. I mean, some people really do want to talk about their emotions and kind of get it out, and this person may not be receptive to that. But you are a Sagittarius, so it sounds very much like you guys are kind of the same person, because I feel a lot of Sagittarians have that trait as well. They kind of don't like to dwell on the dark side of things. And then for the 5th card that has come through, we have the Queen of Water. So Sag, this card determines their physical appearances, and usually when you have a royal card like this, they are definitely super attractive. This person is coming through as more feminine in nature, so they may have more softer features. And they are also coming through as water. So this person could very well be a water sign. They could have moon in water, or they could be a water rising sign, or they could also have water dominance. But this person is also very intuitive. Definitely this person is beautiful, very lovely looking, very soft, graceful, elegant, and you can expect that they may look maybe a little childish, or youthful is the better terminology, or innocent. They might have something very innocent about them, something very soft looking, something very humble, but they're very beautiful. They may have very big eyes that tell you everything, eyes that speak when they are silent. You can definitely read every emotion on this person's face, and if they do tend to have a poker face, you can feel whatever it is they're feeling, because they kind of just emit this aura of what they are feeling. So Sag, for the sixth card I have coming in for you, it is going to reveal their first impression of you. Okay, so we have 10 of water coming through, so Sag. They also, where do I start? Sagittarius, you could very well have some water placements in your sign, and that could be what they're picking up on. You could also be maybe just a water rising, water moon, water dominant, as I've said. But they see a likeness in you because they're coming through as Queen of Water, and they see something similar in you because to them, you're coming through as 10 of water. This is their first impression of you. They see you as trustworthy, and they see you as someone who can fulfill their emotional and material needs. Okay? They're seeing you as someone who just makes them happy, someone who gives them the feeling of a big happy family or of a happy ending, a happily ever after, Sag. So when they see you, it definitely feels like a fairy tale moment for them. And now, the card that I will pick for you, Sag, is going to be what you think when you first see them. Your first impression, and holy cow, look at that. So we have so much water coming through, and your first impression of them is a king of water. So I mean, definitely masculine energy coming through. So it could be at first they're very, more on the masculine side, not really showing much. They could seem a little tough or a little hard-shelled. But once you get past that, you can kind of see this Queen of Water that is underneath all of that, this tender-hearted, patient and loving person. But your first impression of them, Sag, you're going to definitely think they're trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured, okay? And you might even think they're very generous and charitable. They might have, they might be into doing things, into a lot of causes or passions. They might be into, saving the whales or just donating to charity or helping out at food banks. But when you meet this person, you're going to think they're probably the most goodest person you've ever met. You're probably going to think that they're a little ray of sunshine. Okay. Interesting. So this card that came through for us, Sag, is their emotional connection with you. So this is what they're bringing to the table. And despite all the water coming through, they're bringing in some 8 of fire. So when you meet them and when you guys are in this union together, things start moving at a fast pace, just picking up like one thing after the other. It just keeps going and there's no more delays. Everything is happening all at once. They're kind of taking you into your life, and it is a whirlwind. Like, it is non-stop just movement and growth and adventuring and exploring. It's like you barely have time to think about it, Sag. Like, you're just whisked away and taken in on this adventure. Okay. And so this 9th card here is your emotional connection to them. So what you're bringing to the table, you are logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. So this is so interesting. Okay, because this card says events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. And then to counter that, we have the Page of Air coming through, and this says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. And when we have both of these cards coming together, we kind of have a balance. So I mean, it could very well be that one of you, it could also be the other way around. I did say that this is what, so-and-so is bringing, but it could definitely be the other way around for you. I mean, Sag, you could be so used to moving at a fast pace and just going, hustling and moving and going with the flow. And then this person who is very water coming through, they may be a little slower and flowing with the soft stream and like the tide pulling in and out, So definitely, polar opposites, but that creates balance, which is very good. So emotionally, it could be that you two are polar opposites, like I said, but there is a balance created. and you do pick each other up and help each other. Can't talk today, so sorry. And help each other, yes. And I mean, there is an aspect of challenging each other as well. You guys are so similar and so different at the same time is what's coming through. You challenge each other a lot, but not so much to the point where there's a lot of arguments, because you guys are also very similar. I feel like growth and letting go is very much in your state of mind. You both kind of just keep moving and keep going on, chasing the next adventure. So let's see. So for the 10th card, we have the strengths of the relationship. And we have here, it's 5 of air, and it says an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation and review everyone's motives. So that's very interesting. In traditional tarot, this card is usually depicted by many people. I think 5 people, 5 of swords. They're all kind of, I think, clashing. Yes, no, maybe. But whatever the depiction is, this card usually represents a lot of people kind of going at it, a lot of fighting, a lot of conflict, or that could be 5 of wands. But nevertheless, this card still represents conflict, and this is strange because it's coming up as your strength in the relationship, which I think actually makes a lot of sense because, like I said, you guys do challenge each other a lot, and so a lot of this conflict could come up. So you may have a lot of disagreements, but that is very much your stronghold because, you know, maybe sometimes we do need someone to challenge our everyday way of thinking so we can open our mind to other perspectives, and that is definitely your strong suit in this relationship. And then this card 11 right here is 9 of fire, and this is showing the weaknesses in the relationship. So this card is saying don't give up, protect what you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. So, I mean, a potential weakness in this relationship could be very much just wanting to give up, wanting to quit things with this person, you know, like the amount of, I mean, we have very balanced overall. We have a lot of air, we have a lot of fire, some earth and water. So, I mean, this union could just be so passionate, so fast, so out of the ordinary, so out of nowhere. It really kind of changes, like I said, changes your perspective of things, puts things into perspective for you. It kind of just rocks your world and really shifts everything. It makes you question everything you believed in. But this card is telling you not to give up, not to, just leave it. It's saying to protect what you've created and to have courage and believe in yourself. So potentially the weaknesses that could arise in this relationship could very well be just, a lot of self-doubt. And when someone has a lot of inner problems going on, it could very well hinder relationships. And for the last card here, we have the long-term potential of the relationship. And we have here ego, which is very... So I'll just read to you. This card says, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things and negative or fear-based thoughts. And that is for the long-term potential of the relationship. So, very ominous, very raises a lot of questions. This could mean a few things. So the first thing it could mean is a death of ego. I think it very well could go either way because, listen, Sag, you two are coming through emotionally as polar opposites. And this person is very well coming in as a lot of water, So they could very well be a water sign, and you are a fire sign, Sag. So what is fire and water? They're polar opposites. So there could be a lot of challenges in this union, but a lot of passion and a lot of love too. So this, I mean, any relationship can work out for the better or for the worst. It just depends on what you put into it. And so ego is coming in here, and it's telling you this could either be a death of your egos, or if you choose to, you know, let your pride get in the way, let your own opinions get in the way, and keep your head up your ass. Either of you, I'm not saying that's you, Sag, but either of you, if you continue to kind of think in a position of ego, of, you know, ego fear-based thoughts, ego negative thoughts, ego I'm right, you're wrong kind of thoughts, it could very well be a resurgence of your ego, fortifying that ego, strengthening that ego. So this relationship can definitely work for better or for worse. It could definitely be a death of your ego or building up your ego, depending on how you wish to further evolve from it. I mean, in all of the readings I have done, I'm going in chronological zodiac order. This one seems, Sag, your reading seems to be the one where it's more in your hands. You have more choice and power over it all. Your outcome is very much, I mean, a lot of the other readings, it was very much smooth sailing, just a little pieces of advice here and there, little things to like watch out for. But this reading is definitely saying like, Sag, you can either make or break this union. It's either time for you guys to get over yourselves and look at things from new perspectives, or you can let, you know, your egoic-centered thoughts and pride take away from what could potentially be one of the best unions you've ever had and one of the most enlightening unions you've ever had. So I'm going to pick actually 2 healing cards, one for you, Sag, first, and then one for your incoming partner, so we can see what it is you two kind of need to work on and what you can potentially help each other work on. So also remember that communication is key in a relationship. And honestly, I think all my fire signs have been having it so, not to say bad, nothing is bad or good in this world, but I think definitely the fire signs have been getting the tough end of the stick lately. And I don't think I definitely picked 2 cards for Leo, I'm sure. Let's see. So for you, Sag, okay. Okay, Sagittarius, you're coming in as self-sabotage. And let's see what your partner is coming in as. Okay, and your partner is coming in as inner child. So, what this could mean. Self-sabotage. I mean, pretty self-explanatory, Sagittarius. You could have tendencies to kind of ruin yourself. This could stem from addiction or negative self-talk, or just, you know, procrastination, or just like not doing anything, not stepping into the best you that you can be. So, and it could just also be being terrified of change, which, I mean, I feel like in order for a Sagittarius to truly step into their archetype, they have to kind of let go of the fears of change and kind of just finally be the adventurer that they decided to be in this lifetime. So, I mean, this card is just like a reminder to let go of these negative self-beliefs, negative habits, negative maybe not even just negativity, but also like stagnation. It can be an indicator that you really have to start making a conscious and deliberate effort to make a better life for yourself, is essentially what it's saying. I mean, kind of reflect on yourself, because I personally don't know what you could be going through, but you could have some self-sabotaging habits. Like, there could be addictions involved, as I said. I mean, there could also just be a tendency to push people away, which could show up in this relationship. And this person is coming through as inner child. So, I mean, that could very well be a possibility. This person has a very soft heart, very youthful at heart. And this person, this card is indicating that whoever's coming through for you, this card is urging them to lighten up a little bit and get out of their comfort zone and have fun and to connect with their inner child. So it could very well be that this person was forced to grow up too fast and they need to reconnect with their child. They need to reconnect with creativity, joy, compassion, and talent, and kind of go back to their childhood and see, you know, what made them happy when they were a kid, and to kind of recreate that youthful energy that they had when they were little. But yeah, so those two things are what you guys should be working on. But anyways, I hope this was a good reading for you, Sag, and I wish you the best of luck. And hopefully you like this. If you didn't, that's okay. But if you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. And yeah, so see you guys later. Bye.